today's video. So in today's video, I thought we would take a look at this Yoshi's Island Player's Guide. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so like I just mentioned, we are going to be taking a look at this Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island Player's Guide. Now I have done a few magazine videos on this channel, and just recently I found some of my gaming guides or player's guides, whatever you like to call them, so I thought we would take a look at some of them, and this is by far one of my favourites. It's so well put together and it's done by Nintendo Power. And this game is pretty old, I think it came out around 1995-96. So this gaming guide is in pretty good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this over and hope I'm in screenshot. I can't see the top of my phone too well. Now we are going to get a bit of reflection. That's not even my ring light, it's my living room lights, unfortunately. So first up we have a bit about Miyamoto. And then we have the content page, and they've broke each world down into their own section. So you can just find the page numbers and go to the world that you want. And then we have the story of how Baby Mario ended up on Yoshi's Island. So he was being delivered by storks with his baby brother Luigi to his parents, and they got attacked and Baby Mario got dropped and he landed on Yoshi's Island. And then on this page it shows you Yoshi finding him. And then next up we have some of the moves. So Patui is basically when he sucks something in and then spits it back out. We then have tongue tied, which is just his tongue. Jumping, and then hovering, which he does. If he does a decent jump he can hover for a little bit. And then the Fall Guy, which is the ground pound. And the last move that Yoshi can do is called Morph Mania. Now you find these morph bubbles on the island, and when he takes them he can transform into different things. So for instance, a car, the Eager Egger. So this just tells you how to use the eggs in different ways. And then the Baby's Got Back. So basically you've got to carry Baby Mario on Yoshi's back for the entire level, get through the goal ring, and then he gets taken by another Yoshi. And then we have items and power-ups. So points and power. So coins, pocket 100 coins and earn a 1-up. Stars, increase the countdown timer by collecting as many as 30 of these scintillating beauties. Flowers, each flower is worth 10 points. You'll have to collect 5 in a stage to get the perfect score. Grade A eggs, look for these special missile eggs in special egg blocks. And then melon patches where he can spit out the seeds. And then get the goods, so message blocks. So you headbutt these and they either give you basic moves or some advice on the level. We then of course have the 1-up that gives you an extra life. Winged Cloud, throw an egg to make these reveal their treasures, which include coins, stars, flowers, 1-ups, stairs, switches, platforms and secret passageways. And then keys, which of course will open doors. Egg block, jump and hit these from beneath and you'll have a full load of 6 eggs. Switches, jump on a switch to a secret entrance to a hidden area. Anywhere Pow, these instantly convert everyone on screen to enemy into a star. Then we have the magnifying glass, pick up X-ray specs to see all the red coins in a stage. Expansion block, strike one of these from below and it will instantly expand into a giant block. Crate, pound these to uncrate stars and other power-ups. Then we have spring balls. Press B just as you're about to land on one of these and you'll rocket into the air. And then the last one here is Koopa Shell. Eat a Koopa or a Paracoopa and then push Y again to spit it out. And next up is bonus games and mini battles. Some locked doors admit you to a mini battle against a bandit. So throw in balloons, pop balloons, seed splitting contest, and gathering coins. And then we have bonus challenges. Each flower you've collected in a stage is added up to the goal ring, which begins to spin when Yoshi and Mario leap through it. If the spin ends on a flower, you enter a bonus stage. And it could be flip cards, drawing lots, roulette, scratch and match, match cards, or the slot machine. And then we have the bosses, and some of these are so good. So Bert the Bashful, I absolutely love him. Salvo the Slime, Prince Froggy, Naval Piranha, Bigger Boo, and Roger the Potted Ghost, another good one. And again on these pages some more. So Marching Mildy, who looks a lot like Kirby, Hookball the Cooper, Sluggy the Unshaven, another good one, Raphael the Raven, Tap Tap the Red Nose, couldn't see them because of the ring light, he's another good one, and then of course King Bowser. Then it says, why 100%? And then it goes into a bit of detail about 100% in the game. So for each level you'll need 30 stars, 20 coins, and 5 flowers as well. And then, like regular stages, extra stages offer the opportunity to gather 30 stars, 20 red coins, and 5 flowers. There's no bonus for perfection here, just the satisfaction of knowing you've aced one more stage. And then we go on to World 1. Okay, so World 1. Here you'll learn about the skills vital to babysit on Yoshi's Island. Make eggs and throw in eggs. We then have Tulip Treasure. The pulsating tulips found throughout Yoshi's Island hold swarms of stars. And then they do a breakdown of World 1. Then we have Fantastic Fertilizer. After coming out of the Shy Guy's green pipe, shoot straight up at the winged cloud and release a shower of stars. We then have Chomp Rocks. Pushes Chomp Rock to bowl over the Shy Guys, and a wild piranha. I really love the art style in this game, it's a little bit different. So like I said, it goes through stages, so then it's giving you a bit about each stage as well. So on stage 2, after exploring a cave in stage 1, Yoshi now takes to the skies as Dinocopter. And there he is, as Dinocopter. Balloons everywhere. Grab the key by shooting the balloon holding it aloft. Use a key to open the locked door below. The Cave of Chomp Rock. Yoshi and Mario continue their cave explorations. Falling spores change to pesky nipper plants when they touch the ground. Tinkling Coins. The second message block has info about controller configurations. So just there. And then we've got a big Shy Guy there. And then we've got Chomps. And it says it takes split-second timing to elude the incoming chomps while still grabbing all the power-ups. And then Secret Passage. Pound a post into the ground to uncover a winged cloud. Shoot at the cloud to reveal a switch. And some of these screenshots are really, really cool. We then reach stage 4, Bert the Bashful's Fort. Judging from the lava lakes in Bert's basement, things are getting very hot for Yoshi and Mario. Treasure in the attic. Shoot this cracked block in the ceiling and then hop up and go left as far as you can. You won't be able to see Yoshi, but it'll be racking up scores of coins. And then Teeter Totter Hotter. To cross the lava lake in Bert's basement, first shoot a winged cloud. A platform will magically appear for you to walk on. Then we have All Steamed Up. After knocking over the flower pot and grabbing the key, the Gargantua Blarg would like to block your way back to the locked door. Shoot him with an egg and he will disappear with a whimper. Kamek appears throughout Yoshi's Island using his evil magic to transform low-level enemies into big bad bosses. Here he pumps up Itty Bitty Bert into a big bouncer. And then we're on stage 5. Hop Hop Donut Lifts. There's no timers in Yoshi's Island, but scrolling scenery in this stage means you have to move fast. Dunkin' Donuts. The fragile donut lifts will fall if you stand on them too long. Shy Guys on stilts. You have to knock these Shy Guys off their stilts if you want to make them into eggs. Dig It Dino. Hop down through a hidden passageway to find Metamorphosis Bubble that allows Yoshi to dig like crazy for coins. And then a bit of artwork as well. We then have Cash Cash. Grabbing the last 5 coins in this stage is tough because they're all red, though you have to snag them if you want the perfect score. Become a high roller. Wheels with red and white platforms spin in place. Yoshi will have to stand on the platform edges to grab all of the coins, just don't fall. There it shows you how to do it. We then have Ricochet. The last flower in this stage is in a bottomless cave, so don't slip off in the mushrooms, it's a long way down. So we then reach stage 7. You'll definitely feel woozy after touching the fuzzies here. The best part of this wild stage though is an easy trick to rack up 999 lives. And then it tells you how to do this. Yoshi can hold a melon bug in his mouth for only a short while before swallowing it and making an egg. If he can make it to the pipe that's pouring out Shy Guys though, he can make as many as 999 one-ups. That's crazy. Tap Tap Torment. The little house leads to a bonus area. To open it, smash the yellow stones overhead until a wind cloud is released. Shoot the cloud with an egg to make it drop a key. Do not adjust your set. Feeling dizzy yet? Touch a floating fuzzy and it definitely put the wrinkle in your reality. And then Yoshi and the Beanstalk. Pound a red and yellow bridge, then swim through the pond below to grab all of the coins. And then stage 8, Salvo the Slime's Castle. Get out your mops if you want to make it through this foul finale to World 1. Not only is Salvo slime in everything in sight, but his basement's flooded. Tower of Water. Jump on the liquid lift for a counterclockwise tour of the castle's basement. We then have Secret Switch. When you get to the exit door, shoot directly up to reveal a winged cloud. Shoot again and a switch will drop down. Catch a spinning wheel. The key you grabbed admits you to the area with 2 hidden one-ups. And then blocks out danger. After leaving the basement, you have to make your way through a maze of platforms and spinning wheels. And there's Salvo the Slime. Kamek converts a little lemon drop into this big hulking boss. That's made him really big, and you can see it there. And then we've reached the extra stage in World 1. Poochie ain't stupid, and there's Poochie. The heat's on, and so is the clock, as Yoshi and Mario try to stay ahead of this scrolling screen in this underworld lava land. Fast food. Make the best use of your precious few seconds before the screen starts scrolling. Dino's best friend. You've heard of Lassie and Rin Tin Tin, but those posers can't hold a canine candle to Poochie. Bullet bounce. An ordinary dino can catch a bullet in his teeth. Yoshi though has style and he can jump and bounce a bullet in mid-flight. Here's the lowdown. Be sure you have at least 3 eggs when you reach this point. You'll need the eggs if you want to collect additional power-ups. Munch Magma. Some of Poochie's fireproof qualities have rubbed off on Yoshi. Shortly after dodging a bullet, he launches his lava bubble. And then we've got bonus challenge, flip cards. So basically pairs by the looks of that. And then we have reached World 2. Mario's old nemesis include Koopa Troopers. The Tikus make their first appearance in World 2. You'll also see Yoshi morph into a vehicle with his wacky wheels. Use your head. Press and hold diagonally up and right, then jump. When Yoshi's head sticks in the ceiling, release the B button for a split second and then press it again. And he can walk through like this sponge type wall. Superstar. Touch a superstar and Mario will become what else? A superstar. For a short time he will be able to dash up walls and across ceilings. He can even parachute. And then stage 2. Batter up. These boys and girls love it when you pitch eggs at them. Strike. Whenever an X appears on Yoshi, get ready for one of the baseball boys' famous fastballs. It's a blustery day, so Yoshi jumps down the nearest pipe and starts digging through solid rock. And that's stage 3, dinner time. No one knows exactly what a gusty tastes like, but they certainly make terrific eggs. Wallflower. All that practice with the baseball boys comes in handy here. Yoshi will have to carefully bounce off eggs on the ceiling to get his flower. Message blockhead. After morphing into a mole tank, disregard message blocks. directions and dive straight into this shaft. Excavation, elation. Shoot or pound through the rock so you can climb to the power-ups at the top of this chamber. And then again, stage 4. So we have reached Peekaboo's 4, and there he is. Peekaboo. Both Big Boos and Little Boo buddies cover their eyes with their ghostly hands. When you look at them, you won't be able to hit them with eggs as long as they do that. The Boo Blahs. Judging from all the Boo Blahs hanging from the ceiling and sticking to the floor, Peekaboo's fort needs a good cleaning. Key Nest. Hopping on switches builds bridges over the lava. Big Blue Boos. Shoot eggs at both Boos in this hidden room. And then Peekaboo. Maybe Kamak's potion isn't so special after all. This time he makes an ordinary Boo grow bigger, but not smarter. And then stage 5. Watch out for Lakitu, and while you're at it, tread on the fragile rock platforms very carefully. Yoshi also has the chance to morph into a miniature steam engine. The Cave of the Mystery Maze. Dig down deep to enter those convoluted caverns. Maybe you should lay a trail of gingerbread crumbs to help find your way out. What goes up? When you first enter the cave, head to your right until you reach 3 blocks, then shoot straight up to dislodge a spring ball. Yoshi Move and Go. You'll find this crate sitting on a rock pedestal and protected by rock steps. If you pound the crate, you'll plunge through a soft ground. Instead, push nearby Koopa Shell to knock it out the pedestal, then wipe out the remaining steps with eggs. Mortar Porter. Leap over this slow shooter and his short-range cannonballs and continue on your merry way. And then stage 7. Lakitu's Wall. Those darn Lakitus are at it again, pouting heroes from their pink perches. Fortunately, fat guys on patrol provide Yoshi with a new weapon for his arsenal. Shoot a wing cloud to reveal a switch that drops you down to this puzzling area. Go Speed Racer. When Yoshi morphs into a vehicle, he can't control his accelerator. Shake it up, eat a fat guy, and what you get? A fat egg. Look at the egg, it's huge. And then stage 8, the Potted Ghost's Castle. Judging from the flora haunting this castle, some flowers get weird when they don't have enough sunlight. Baby Bandits. Bandits are trying to run away with Baby Mario. Fortunately, they move slowly. Fake Flower. Dizzy Dandy tries to pretend he's a flower, but any Yoshi can tell he hasn't shaved in a week. And then Roger the Potted Ghost. Dizzy Dandy's empty flower pots. Yep, this castle is full of petals. The kappa comes off when Kamek sprinkles the dungeon dwelling pot with Loony Potion number 9, changing it into a raging blowhard. And then the extra stage. Hit that switch. Hold on tight in this fast moving extra stage. You'll need split second timing to make all the transitions. Low bridge, everybody down. If you take the spring ball on the right, you can pluck a flower on your way up. Hurry and wait. Jump onto the last switch as soon as you see it, then skip onto the spring ball. You're arc high and to the right, grabbing coins and flowers before landing on another lift. And then the bonus challenge is Scratch and Match. And then of course, World 3. Travel to exotic lands, explore ancient temples, and get watermelon seed fights with monkeys. Yoshi and Mario jaunt through the jungle in this sweltering stage. These monkeys are a smart bunch. The traditionalists resort to a tried-true coconut pop, while their more advanced breathers drop bombs on all our heroes. And then of course we have the stage layout and tunnel vision. After tumbling down this steep hill, you'll land in the drink. Push down and then roll your thumb to the left. Yoshi will swim through this subterranean tunnel and come out here. And then stage 2. The jungle is hopping with spear guys and dancing spear guys who don't want Yoshi to visit a ruined temple. Yoshi learns that being a jungle explorer isn't easy. He must morph into a helicopter and submarine to battle big blue sea monsters and mechanical monkeys. Like most spiky things, tap-taps are indigestible. However, you can push them off ledges with Yoshi's tongue or eggs. Wheel of Fortune. When this spinning wheel whisks Yoshi into the treetops, jump to enter a hidden area with 4 red coins. Block Party. If you're stuck, touch a pastel block to transform it into a lift. Claw Daddy. Grizzled old-timers of the swamps, Claw Daddies don't like to be disturbed, especially by bothersome babysitting dinosaurs. Okay, so let's turn this over to the next page. Prince Froggy's Fort. The sun beats down as Yoshi explores a half-submerged stronghold. Remember that old adage, to be a frog, act like a frog, in other words, swim, and jump a lot. Nettled Petals. You have to ricochet an egg if you want to pluck this flower from the lethal spikes. Crab Hop. Seeking respite from the midday sun, the Claw Daddies have retreated to the cool confines of the castle. And there's Prince Froggy. Having learned from his past failures as a rising big boss, Kamek decides to shrink Yoshi and Mario for Prince Froggy's eating pleasures. And then stage 5. Jamming through the trees. Zip through the first section before the bomb throw monkeys can blast your path. Tall trees and even taller toadstools lie in Yoshi's path. Down, down, down. Flex your dino muscles and push this jump rock over the ledge and down the shaft. Need a lift? Shoot an egg where the arrow points to the flight of stairs. Then materialise. They will take you to an eggplant sprouting from a lift. Buried treasure. After morphing into a mole tank, you fall down a shaft. Then you'll have to dig through this maze. Stage 7, Monkey's favourite lake. Those scamps are at it again, dropping depth charges on Yoshi and Mario. Watch out for the aquatic enemies too. They would love to lunch on a dino burger. Leave it to the Yoshis. When this wind cloud dips into view, shoot it to sprout a fast-growing plant. Big gulps. Lurking with half-closed eyes near the surface of the monkey lake, the lunchfish look like they're about to fall asleep. Paddle to the key. After eluding the first pair of lunchfish, hop off this platform and slide your thumb down and right. Paddle through the water to get the coins and the flower. Full Fathom 5. It's time again for Yoshi to run silent, run deep, grab all the coins, while Trapedin and Ravenous Fish are en route. Fly, Yoshi, fly. Get a running jump onto this springboard by starting on the 2 taller trees on the left. You'll arc your way up high and to the right before landing right on the side of the platform. Stage 8. Naval Piranha's Castle. That Yoshi is one dedicated babysitter intent on reuniting Mario with his twin brother, no matter what the cost. A cagey opponent, slow down Yoshi the Cage Ghost, is blocking the path. Skip to my loot. You'll want to get both flowers hovering just above the water in this flooded chamber. And then Naval Piranha. After shushing down a seemingly bottomless series of water slides, Yoshi winds up on a very damp dungeon with an ordinary wild piranha plant on the ledge. Not for long though. Here comes bad old Kamek to fertilise the feeding flora, which hops into the water and becomes Naval Piranha. And then of course the extra stage. Swing through the trees with the greatest of ease in this bonus area. Star Power. Jump straight up at the spinning wheel to reach the hidden area, where you'll find Winged Cloud and 2 crates. Seeds of Clout. The jungle is a wild place, but fortunately those 2 walls remain from a long departed civilization. Take cover behind them. Wonder Wall. It takes fast and fancy footwork to get past this wall and still pluck the flower. If you run out of eggs while battling your way through the vines, go to the pause screen, press right to scroll through your list of special items, then press A to select the egg icon. You will get a full supply of 6 eggs. Tap-taps patrol these 2 walls, knock off the first while still on the spinning wheel by sticking out Yoshi's tongue. Under the ring. When you land on the platform leading to the goal ring, 2 fly guys bearing red coins will swoop down from the treetops, jump and stick Yoshi's tongue up to grab the coins. and the bonus challenge, which is drawing lots. And then we're on World 4. Stages in World 4 are packed with platforms, dark, damp caverns, and tumbling terraces. Go Go Mario. Stage 4 is filled with crowds of Koopas and gangs of Goombas. And then we have the stage layout. Den of Thieves. The glowing crystal cave is full of coins, but bandits are lying in wait. Cool fresh breath. The road to the halfway mark is congested with Koopas and bullet bills. And then stage 2. The cave to Lakitus in a dark and dreary series of damp caverns and musty chambers. A crack shot. If you're trying to collect this flower by tossing eggs, the yolk's on you. The only way to nab this item is with Koopa's shell. Don't look back. Stage 4-3 is a one-way trip across a rising balloons and exploding platforms. Final countdown. The number on the exploding platform tells you how many times you can jump on it before it detonates. Take both. You don't have to choose between iron up and the flower. You can have both. After throwing an egg at Koopa Trooper and letting the shell hit one of the items, walk left to a hidden area beneath the waterfall. When you return to the surface, you take another shot at Koopa and collect the items you left behind. Take the high road. If you have an extra egg, you can grab the spring ball. You can ride in style to the upper goal ring. March in Milda's fort. March in Milda knows she's not tough, so she's locked herself away behind 4 doors. Feeding frenzy while walking to March in Milda's fort. Yoshi felt the ground shaking beneath his feet. Glancing over his shoulder, he's barely enough time to spring ahead of the pair of slashing white incisors. It's power time. The red and blue bandit sections are numerous, annoying. If you've been saving your anytime power items for a useful purpose, this is the magic moment. 4 keys to find. Most players find they spend more time in this fort than any other stage on the game. To reach March in Milda's chamber, you must collect 4 keys. Can't get over how much that looks like Kirby. After you've picked up all 4 keys and unlocked the fortress doors, it's time to rein in March in Milda's parade. Yoshi's eggs have no effect on this large menacing marshmallow. Instead, deliver a ground-pounding stomp on top of Milda's soft head. This stage could be tough, but you have a big friend on your side. Welcome to the Chomp Rock Zone, where the only good enemy is the one you peel off, Chomp Rock. Score big. Don't hit the cloud that's left the bridges. If you do, you won't get any really cool items beneath. Lakeshore Paradise. This stage is an exclusive vacation resort for Koopa Troopers. Dive. If you've monkeyed around and the murky waters of Monkey's favourite lake, then you'll probably know how to dive beneath the waves. Rock Jog. Nothing can stand up to the overwhelming weight of Chomp Rock. It's a good thing this big bad boulder is on your side. Bridge building. Use a bridge or 2 to nab the items at the Lakeshore Paradise. And then stage 7. Ride like the wind in this high-flying stage and fast-moving platforms. Piranha Plant. The wild piranha plant takes a bite out of anything that flies overhead. Pit stop platform. If you can jump fast enough, you can take a quick break on your wild platform ride and stop to smell the flowers. No hot air here. If you can knock the spring ball loose, you can bounce into one of the most unusual areas in the game. And stage 8. Hookbill the Koopa and the king-size leader of all turtles live in a dark, dingy castle high above the island. Are you lost? Not sure how to get through the Hookbill's twisted maze? We've made it a little easier by designating each route with a letter. Koopa keys. While most stages on Yoshi's Island require eggs to solve puzzles, the key to surviving Hookbill's castle is to kick shells. And there's Hookbill the Koopa. While he looks big and mean, Hookbill's Koopa isn't tough, as you know his secret weakness. This tired old turtle ate too many dinosaur eggs for breakfast and has a scrambled stomach. Target your eggs at Hookbill's head and fire away. And the impossible maze, which is the extra stage. Don't be put off by the title's extra stage. This maze isn't impossible, but keep your wits about you. The impossible maze has two sides linked to several large pipes. You can enter the large pipes holding up your control pad. Grim Leechers. Don't let these little monkeys get your back. The Grim Leecher weighs the same as Baby Mario. Don't break the crate. Don't break the wooden crate. In this maze, each crate helps you get further into the stage. Egg Bounce. If you have a few extra eggs, the high items in the room are within your grasp. And the bonus challenge is Match the Cards. And then we are on to World 5. World 5 traverses the frozen peaks high above Yoshi's island. Blizzard. It's a storm. Yoshi needs to seek shelter from the falling snow and Thunder Lakitu's burning bombs. Thunder Lakitu is one of the most annoying enemies in the game. And the stage layout. Headache relief. Don't let these mountain icicles fall on your noggin. There are no lift lines on this mountain. Weather forecasters expect another major storm to hit the island today. Make a snowball. This winter wonderland is teeming with baddies, but you can make the going easier by pushing a snowball in front of you. Danger, icy conditions ahead. This icy level is slicker than a wet melon seed between your fingers. Frozen fun. Flowers and foes are locked in with frozen clutches of large blocks of ice. Eat a red melon and burn away the ice. Hidden crevice. Hit the high-flying cloud and collect a pile of gold coins. Fresh powder snow. You're almost at the end of the stage and it's finally started to snow. Enter the chalet and grab your freshly waxed skis. Stage 4. Sluggy the Unshaven's Fort. Sluggy's fort is full of slimy surprises, dangling ghosts, clacks and thorns between you and a pile of coins. You're going to have to work hard to get a perfect score. Squishy blocks. Don't bump your head on this dangerous ceiling. Run across the squishy blocks and flutter to the next block. A cool code. As soon as you begin stage 5-4, enter the left door. This featureless room links up to one of the best codes in the game. Muddy Buddy. Hey, it's your pal Muddy Buddy, and he's here to get underfoot. In case you're wondering, that's good news for you. Muddy Buddy can't feel the pain of spikes and thorns beneath his feet. Sluggy the Unshaven. Welcome to the lair of Sluggy the Unshaven. Kamek and Maggie Cooper have transformed this ordinary little slime into a big monster of blob. Sluggy's actually glad to see you. He wants to give you a hug. But the only way you're going to survive this diabolical dwelling is to break Sluggy's little heart. Stage 5. Greetings, frequent flyers. Welcome to high-flying Goonie Airlines with service to corners of all Yoshi's Island. Hurry and hop aboard. We'll get your baby off the ground. Holding pattern. While Goonies are usually mild-mannered birds, they are known to panic around noisy aircrafts. Welcome to Cloud World. Walking among the clouds isn't easy. It's tough to see where you can stand in the mist. If you can look closely, you can make out a tiny pathway. Stay on the path to be safe. On the move. The winds are strong in the clouds and you'll be swept along the first section in this stage. By staying on the left edge of the screen, you'll be prepared for every new intruder or challenging jump. Goonie Airlines. Looking for a way into the tall pipe over your head. Walk to the right until you see a westbound Goonie. Jump on the Goonie's back that flies by. You won't hurt it. The Goonie has enough strength to fly you close enough below to the pipe for an easy jump. Easy way out. If by some amazing stroke of luck you find yourself bouncing off an egg thrown by baseball boys or on the back of a wandering gusty, you'll reach the very top of the highest cloud in the stage. Jump to the right to find the goal ring, hop, skip and leap away. Bad boys of summer. While the eggs thrown by baseball boys hurt more than a brushback pitch, they can also get you home again. As you jump along the pipe, let the baseball boys take their best shot. If they don't throw a screwball, their shots will flip over the rotating platforms and give you a stepping stone you need to get above the clouds. Stage 7. Many players think that this is the toughest level in the game. On the bright side, if you have time all your jumps and reach each platform, the rest of the game is easy, right? Feathered friend. If you want to up and outreach pipe, you'll need friends in high places. Goonies are actually feathered friends. Wait next to the pipe and jump onto the back of a goonie, and it flies beneath the pipe. Platform patterns. If you made it this far, you're at the heart of the stage. If you can catch all the right platforms at all the right times, you'll make it through unscathed. Hey blockhead, the sky is falling. Well, okay, everything in the sky is falling. The trick to clearing the collapsing bridge of the blocks is to maintain high ground across the bottomless chasm. Duel for the pipe. The only thing between you and the pipe leads into the first half of this treacherous level is wild patootie piranha plant. Move around the platform and avoid anything spit in your direction. Just move the book, I think. And stage 8, Raphael Raven's Castle. Raphael the Raven lives in the highest point in World 5. This foul is determined to give Yoshi more than a high altitude nosebleed. Make sure you don't get stumped. Balancing act. The rolling rock is barely balanced on a peak. Step quickly across the boulder before it tumbles down the mountain. As long as you don't linger on the rock, admire the view, you'll be just fine. Soul Train. Baby Mario knows that the secret to getting all the coins out of this room is to get down the tracks. After morphing into a train, follow the tracks down the screen, around to the left and up again until Yoshi has covered the area in counterclockwise direction. Bullet bounce. Yoshi's faster than a speeding bullet. The only way to this high ring is to bounce off the back of Bullet Bill. Raphael the Raven. Bottoms up, get ready for some major stump jumping and heavy stomping as Raphael the Raven chases you across the globe. When you enter the chamber, the Maggie Cooper Kamek appears and casts an evil spell, teleporting both Yoshi and Raphael to a world. Slam the poles through the globe and trip up Raphael as he runs to the opposite side. And then the extra stage, Kamek's Revenge. Get ready for the wildest ski run of the island. Kamek's Revenge is tougher than any Olympic downhill course and 10 times more hazardous. Kamek is determined to knock you around this stage, but Temper and Big Mouth give him away every time. After completing Yoshi's wild ski run off the mountain, all you have to do is morph into a helicopter and follow the arrows. No key, no ski. If you want to ski through this level, you must have the key to open the chalet. And the bonus stage here is Roulette. And then the last world, which is World 6. Welcome to the final world of Yoshi's Island. Your adventure has been long and hazardous, but the meanest monsters and most sinister stages still await you. Scary skeleton Goonies. This first level isn't frightening and it's frustrating. Dancing spear guys want to make sure Yoshi gets to the point while skeleton Goonies control the skies. Be careful. And as always, we have the stage layout. No look, no leap. Incoming chomps are literally the pits, but there's a trick to getting around them. Run back to the left as an incoming chomp flies into the foreground. If you run far enough, you'll hear the sound of chomp creating a crater, but you'll return to the right hole. He will be gone. Pound the post to pop balloons. Don't let the seed tumble into the pit. Pound down the gnarled post before the building and the red platform. The red platform contains valuable soil nutrients that promote accelerated plant growth. Use the new plant to hop on the locked door high above your head. Stage 2, the Cave of the Bandits. While bandits badger Yoshi throughout the game, the Cave of Bandits is thick with thieves. These sneaky snitches are determined to take a load off Yoshi's back. Beware of the spinning logs. If the logs looming through this level don't stump you, the flurry of floating fuzzies will frustrate and freak you out. Load up on lives in this stage halfway spinning logs more painful than a splinter beneath a thumbnail? The logs offer a benefit beneath the bark. If you hit your jump button as Yoshi lands on a spinning log, it shoot out a stratosphere or even a secret room. Secret rooms springing skyward off the top of a log makes Yoshi the top dog. After bouncing off the high spinning log, hold right on your control pad while Yoshi is off the top of the screen. If you timed your jump properly, you'll find a series of rooms full of coins and one-ups. Bandit bullies. Throngs of sneaky bandits are lying in wait for unsuspecting dinosaur. Fuzzy flurry. You made it past the spinning logs, but the sun is suddenly bloated out by an incoming storm. Unfortunately, those aren't clouds looming on the horizon. Rolling stone. Get some satisfaction and valuable red coins by setting this precisely balanced jump rock in motion. Walk on the side of the boulder to knock it off balance. I keep moving this magazine. I'm really hoping it hasn't went out of shot. And then stage 4, tap tap, red noses, fort. Grinning ghosts, wobbling walls, and rodent rustlers await you in the tap tap red noses' hideous abode. Stock up on additional items before stepping into the unwelcome mat. A slimy key. Not all checkered blocks in this room look like cold tofu. The block on the far right of the room is a sneaky slime carrying the key you need to get to the halfway mark. A bottleneck. You need a key, not a corkscrew, to uncork this vintage maze. Your progress, though Tap Tap's fort is hindered by a corked pipe. Tap Tap the red nose. Perhaps Tap Tap the red nose is smiling because he thinks he has you just where he wants you. Perhaps Tap Tap is grinning because your eggs can't hurt him. Perhaps Tap Tap is smirking because he believes he can finish you off before you figure out how to beat him. But it's your turn to smile. You have Yoshi's Island Player Guide. Stage 5, The Very Long Cave. The Very Long Cave. This weaving underground stage is a mean mixture of scrolling fire and ice. If the blistering balls of lava don't dry your toes, mountain icicles might break your nose. Fire and ice. Slick mountain icicles tumble from the ceiling throughout the opening segment of the Very Long Cave. Basalt barriers. Have an egg or two handy. You'll need more than a few to break through the barriers and collect items hidden section of the Very Long Cave. Jump romp. You'll pass the halfway mark and home stretch to the goal ring. Don't let the falling jump rocks ruin your chances of a happy ending. Jump rock is a rock key. The last rolling jump rock prior to the end of the Very Long Cave is your key to getting into this coin room. Don't let the rock get behind you or he could push you into the hot lava. And then stage 6, the deep underground maze. The deep underground maze is one of the toughest stages. You can make it easier on yourself by bringing 6 eggs and lots of courage along with you. Shoot the cloud. This lonely little cloud is key to finding your way out of the underground maze. Rock and roll. You must use an egg and melon seeds to break the jump rock loose from the chamber above. Free the spring ball. Don't be stunned by the empty chamber. Use a melon seed or egg to break the soft ceiling over your head to release the spring ball. And stage 7, keep moving. Stage 6-7 is appropriately named to keep moving. This area is high in emotion. It helps to have tons of extra lives built up before you try this tough area. Chomp Shark. The Chomp Sharks prowling in stage 6-7 are designed to keep you moving rapidly through the level. Pick the flower. While it looks like this flower is impossible to pick, the bandit and the chamber can help you out. Secret rat race. This murky room is one full of coins, but need to compete with a pack of egg-stealing little mousers. Break up the rock to expose the hidden red switch. Stage 8, King Bowser's Castle. All halls in Bowser's Castle lead to the king, but some are more dangerous than others. With a little bit of luck, you can find the whining royal brat in no time. These purple bits are really hard to read because that's quite dark on the black writing. The unfriendly skies. Yoshi must morph into a helicopter to cross King Bowser's castle moat. Dizzy doors. Throw an egg at the 4 spinning doors and choose your destiny. Slimy key. If you've entered a door into King Bowser's castle, You need to find the key to continue your journey. And finally, King Bowser. Baby Bowser was having a good time scribbling on the walls of his nursery before Yoshi and Baby Mario dropped in. He's more than a little jealous of Baby Mario getting a piggyback ride. Unfortunately, there's no way to convince Baby Bowser that he's too heavy for a dinosaur ride. And then the extra stage Castle Masterpiece set. You've mastered all the forts and castles in the game, but can you survive the most treacherous turrets on Yoshi's Island? Be sure to bring extra lives. A thorny situation. Getting around the second half of the Castle's Masterpiece set can be a thorny experience. Improve your odds success by spitting out melon seeds and breaking the thorns. Tiny bubbles, big lift. One last water-filled moat separates Yoshi and Baby Mario from the goal ring. And then the bonus challenge, which is the final bonus challenge on Yoshi's Island, is the slot machine game. Island slaying, and there's Poochie. Then we have some strategies for the game. And then some of the items in the game. First up we have Poochie, and then we have the flippers, chomp rocks, suddenly stairs, beanstalk, paddle wheels, flatbed ferries, spinning wheel, spongy stuff, tumbler, teeter-totter, chain gate, bucket, and moving blocks. Twirling tiers, countdown platforms, balloons, snowballs, ski lift, squishy blocks, and spinning log. And now we have the enemy index. So here's a list of all the enemies in the game. So we've got like Baron Von Zeppelin, Boo Balloon, Coin Bandit, Fat Guy, Goonie, there's Kamek there, Maze Penguin, and then I believe there's more on this page as well. So Nipper Spores, Pokey, Potted Spiked Fungi, Spooky, the Eggplant, Woozy Guy. And then on this page it says that if you sign up to Nintendo Power you can get these caps. They look a bit like Pogs. Does anyone remember Pogs? They are quite old. And then there's the back of the guide. So that was a look through the Yoshi's Island player guidebook. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And as always, until my next video, good night everybody. Good night.